Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the apple.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news.
It's very outside of the box.
Hail day.
I love Friday.
Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares.
A to B.
Shattered Cast Uncut. Is that you? Shattered Cast
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered Cast Uncut.
Complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 199 of Shattercast Uncut. It's your favorite nerd, and today we are going to be talking about a lot of this convention shit. But before we do that, I want to say you can still give us 5-star reviews on iTunes. We're still accepting those for sure. It helps us get the podcast out. We have T-shirts available, and we're going to get working on the price list for the hoodies. If you're interested, no pressure, of course. But we're going to be making another order for T-shirts sometime in November. So if we're out of the size that you want, that's the time that we're going to make it. So be sure to let us know what size you're looking for.
10XL with deodorized armpits.
If you're like, hey, man, I would love to support the show, but you know what? I just don't have the financial means to do so at this point. We understand. Please go to iTunes, give us a 5-star review if you think we deserve it, and leave a review there. And if you do have the money and you did buy a T-shirt, you can still leave a review there, because that actually helps the podcast get circulated into the search engines revolving around iTunes and so forth. So we just got a new one from Justin0327, and he said 100-star review, but he can only give us 5. And he said, yo, you guys are great. Keep it up. CF.
Thank you.
So
Now,
Thank you very much.
what if one doesn't use Apple or doesn't use iTunes because they're boycotting Apple because Steve Jobs doesn't stand for the national anthem?
I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked, Greg. They do accept a rating term on Google Play as well, which I believe we were on. So feel free to leave it there. If all else fails, we have a 5-star review program on our Facebook, which you can also leave it there.
That is informative. Thank you, Bobby.
Or if you can figure out how to send 5 stars, you can just send Matt 5 spinouts.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Oh, you can also sub to our YouTube channel and stuff, and that helps us too. Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really. But...
Matt, is it true you're going to start a separate side podcast called Spin Out and Shop?
I was gonna put on the deal. I was gonna ask you if you want to join first, but
No.
whatever.
So tonight we had the full cast. We're going to go through and introduce and ask if they got anything. So let's just go around. Greg, how are you?
Bobby, multitask face. How you doing?
I'm very well. What'd you get this week?
Well, I got Poe Dameron from the Black Series line, the one that looks like his face got run over with a lighter.
Damn.
Well, I passed on him a couple of weeks ago, but I need a Poe that looks different than my Finn, so I swapped out. I got Finn's Toys Coot. I got Old Man Han Solo, and I got a free unmasked Kylo Ren with him, even though I told the guy, like, no, keep it. It's cool. I don't need it. He still sent it anyway. So that's in my desk drawer.
It's in your drawer?
Yeah, I don't need it. I have the figure arts one coming. I think that's it. I was supposed to have the little fill-in symbol for Omega Supreme, the Fans Toys one, but it's currently lost in the mail. It was in Florida last I tracked it, so I don't know how it went from California to Florida. But it says indefinite delivery date, so we'll see.
It wasn't overseas, I'll tell you that much.
It wasn't what?
Nothing.
No, between your voice and the vape coming out, I couldn't tell what you said.
Vape!
Justin, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
How was the baby's birthday?
Busy, but good.
Yeah, that's how it is. First one's important. The guest list will gradually taper off.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And did you get anything?
I didn't think I was gonna have anything for this week, and then The really cheap, like $5 cheap KFC ram horn showed up today, and I totally forgot that I bought it on eBay. Like, I put a bid on it, I'm like, I won't win it for this price. And I got it, and so now it's here. So, that's the thing.
Say it, Greg. Third party wham horn.
No, it's a third party wham horn.
Yep,
the good old days.
I honestly thought that Justin was going to say get a $5 fill up.
KFC.
$5 foot long.
That might be better than the ram.
A $5 fill up, Robert. It's the KFC promotion. When he said KFC for $5.
Yeah,
it's a box of chicken, man.
$5 in a Subway.
Matthew Deluxe Baldwin, how are you?
I'm good. You know what? A wise man once said, "I did it all for the nookie. The nookie. You can take that cookie and stick it up your A."
I'm not sure if he was that wise, but
he was.
Did you get anything?
I did not get anything.
Really? Hey! I got a new segment. Did you lose anything?
Yes, I have lost 11 pounds. I'm back on the kick.
My man.
I'm growing my beard out again, I think.
Yeah.
And, I've lost. Me and my wife. Actually, my wife has lost 10 pounds also.
Nice.
Yes, we're doing the proportions, the calorie counting thing, and we're on track right now. So hopefully we'll keep on it.
I like it.
I've said it a lot of times, but it's hard. But hopefully this time will work out.
And then Robert D. How are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. Very happy. This is my safe space, free from unsafety. I was actually texting Brave right at that moment. It's funny you said that. And did you get anything?
Dude, he went down to his soul to get that out.
Yeah. I like the pause beforehand. I like the little dramatic pause.
I don't give a shit about it so much. He's still in a fucking box at the post office.
Then you didn't get it.
I did.
No, you didn't.
It's been delivered to me. I just don't get it. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I got other shit to do. I'll fucking get that old fuck whenever I have time.
It was delivered to the post office, not to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lies. Robert lies.
I didn't get him yet. I'm behind you, kid.
Did you? Did you get anything else, sir?
He obviously didn't get his fucking medication refill.
That's true. No? Okay.
Bobby, how are you doing, and what'd you get, man?
I'm doing fairly well, Matt. The baby's sick. So then we walked around the neighborhood last night, so that probably didn't help. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, fuck the baby's health. Halloween, bitches.
You gotta get out there. You gotta learn that life is pain sometimes.
Some good pictures too. I like the pictures. Really good. I like them.
Thanks, man. This dude, she is she's pretty cute. But I had the babies all day today, so it's I'm a little bit tired. I did get some stuff though. Let's take a look. What'd you say, Robert?
I was telling the baby bye. Sorry, I unmuted a little too quick.
Making sure that you weren't, making sure that you weren't whispering sweet nothings that I would be irritated by when I go to listen back.
Mm-hmm. Or I would be irritated by instantly because I got to edit this.
Right. I got Fans Toys Coot. And contrary to what I hear they're saying on TFW, I love the figure. I just think it's a shitty transformer. Like, I think the transformation sucks, but I love the figure. Like, it does everything I need it to do. But I gotta say how I feel.
You were
about
hard on it.
All aspects.
It was a shitty transformation. It just didn't seem like while you were transforming it, like you hated it as much as you ultimately said you hated it.
But I didn't say I hated it.
You know what I mean?
I didn't say I hated it at all.
I think it did.
What?
Is that English? What the fuck was that?
I think it did.
No, I never said I never said I hated it. I just said that the transformation sucks so bad, and I said that the sculpt, paint, and feel of the figure is second to none.
Like, the transformation is one of the worst transformations I've ever fucking done in my whole goddamn life.
That is true. It's true. But I mean, I was like, whoa. Yeah, I love the action figure element of it, though. I'm never gonna transform it. I'm never even gonna think about it. I'm never even gonna say. I'm not even gonna call it a transformer. I'm just gonna say it's my favorite cup figure.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Bobby. I can't wait to get mine. I told mine to ship today, specifically so I can see how bad it is. So.
Yeah, and to be fair, I mean, you're better at transformations than I am, for sure. So like, you might be like, oh, it's fine, but me, I didn't care for it one bit. The part that you have to, the sliding bar that you have to jam up, like I thought I was gonna break it. I really thought I was gonna break it.
Justin, you're not gonna say that.
Which part?
The part about it's fine. You're not gonna say that either. There is a fix on TFW where you shave some parts on the wheel. That wheel kibble biz that apparently works. I haven't done it yet. I was gonna do it tonight, but I don't know if I'll get around to it. Because I mean, if I fuck it up, I haven't transformed it yet. I can't. I'm scared I'm gonna break it. So if it fucks it up, it fucks it up. It's still gonna look fun on the shelf. But yeah, like, I don't think you're gonna say it's fine. I think you're gonna be like, fuck this thing.
I look forward to it. We'll see. But I remember the that orange throttle bot, the one that nobody could figure out, and I'm like, you move this, and then you move this, and it's good. So we'll see. I look forward to the challenge.
Hey, and Justin, I'll be the first one to say you're a smarter man than I am. I'll be the first one to say it.
I'm not looking for that.
Justin's going to do a jump cut. He's going to do a jump cut, and he's going to have taken the thing apart and reassembled it.
Right, and fixed it all from the inside out. But yeah, I love the action figure of it. And is that Robert that's unplugged? I'm guessing.
Of course it is.
Yeah. I love the action figure element of it, and I like it's. I won't replace this cup, but. You know, I'm never turning it into a car yet. But I'm not. To be fair, I'm never turning any of them shits into fucking any other mode again. But if I had to, gun to my head, he'd be one of the last ones I do. He'd probably be second to last, third to last. Him, and then War Dog, and then fucking whatever the fuck his face was, GCreation's Prime.
I've already lost my Target Master.
Yeah, there's no harm in that.
I walked in the door. That's the best executed Target Master that I've ever seen. That's across all generations.
I don't disagree.
I walked in the door. It was in my hand, and I sat it down, and I was like, "Here's a good place for it until I get back from putting up the groceries." And I haven't seen that motherfucker since.
But I just don't give a fuck about him. You know? I had the opportunity to look at, thanks to Extra Zero from Rome, I had the opportunity to look at the Generation Toy Tyrant, which is a cool figure. Oh, no, let me do these. I had the opportunity to look at, via Robert D., the DX9 Grimlock Legends class figure and Snarl Legends class figure. And Matt, that is going in a box and being dropped off at the mailbox for you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
I'm going to send him the other three so he can look at all five at once.
Okay. I got a feeling that's going to be an expensive box to ship to you, but whatever, we'll get it done.
I'll take one if you need it.
And I got myself 3 fantastic figures. I got the Hot Toys Gen Urso, I got the SH Figuarts Praetorian Guard, and the SH Figuarts Executioner Trooper. And I realized something, Greg, when I was looking at that Praetorian Guard. The whip and the sword, same weapon. Like, the sword is made up of tiny pieces that interlock. And then, like in the movie, I'm guessing, like he can, like, snap it, and there's like little flexible pieces between, and it turns into a whip.
Like Gypsy Danger.
I don't know what that is.
Biters. That's what do you call it? Pacific Rim Job.
I don't know.
Yeah, that sword that came out like a whip.
Fair enough.
Okay, what's her face?
Jen.
Take my word for it. The Hot Toys, Jen.
Yeah.
Jen.
Yeah.
Is it Jen or Jin?
Jen.
Let's call it Jen, because they mean Jen, like Jennifer.
Fair enough. Okay.
Jennifer Orzo.
I'm with you.
Okay. Did she come with a little brush for her hair?
It's plastic hair.
What? Cheap fucks.
What?
Cheap fucks. Cheaping up.
Oh, no, all of my. To be fair, I haven't had a Hot Toys with real hair yet.
What about Chewbacca?
Oh, I guess that counts. I was thinking female figures.
Liar.
Backpedaling Bobby face.
You fucked the joke up, Matt. But yeah, because it would have been
Bobby face.
Wait, what would have been funnier?
No, I mean it wasn't necessarily. What you did was definitely the funniest option to choose, but the joke would have gone Bobby backpedaling face.
Ah, yeah, correct. Got it. You're right.
But you said backpedaling Bobby face, which I think is personally funnier. But yeah, it's probably the best Hot Toys figure that I've ever handled. All right.
Matt got the joke backwards because he was too busy self-promoting in Legion's Transformers.
I see.
Leave me alone.
Hey guys, have you checked out this?
Before we go on,
Robert, the sword whip thing was done by a Gundam, I think, prior to whatever it is, Pacific Rim. Just for reference. So there's precedence in there to the whip sword thing having occurred before. And I forgot one more thing I got. I got a bunch of parts for the Proton pack I'm working on, so that's pretty exciting. So now we can go on.
RRX.
That's right. Coincidence or not?
The world may never know. Mm-hmm. There's another thing that the world may never know, and that is what the fuck Fansproject was thinking with this goddamn snarl. Let's take a look.
Yeah. You don't want? Do you want him to get sunburn on the top of his head? No, you don't.
That's fair. That's a fair point. I don't want him to be uncomfortable. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. What is that about?
So
he didn't miss shoulder day at all.
I remember back in the day there was a little cassette tape thing that was Transformers and was this whole story, and it talked about Snarl's plates gleaming in the air as they're drawing in the
gleaming.
Yeah, drawing in the rays of the sun. So I can only imagine that, Fansproject heard that, and then they're like, yes, we got to put the plates right above his head.
Oh, he's got solar panels on the back, so he can conduct a lot of heat.
Exactly.
This looks really bad.
It looks terrible.
So many people were waiting on this guy for so long, and this is what they get?
I think Fansproject sales dipped a little bit, and that's why they stepped out. And now they're trying to cash in on that retro, late 2000s, early 2010 design, engineering market. So this is a throwback to the earlier days of third party at this point, because it looks just like it did when they announced it. 4 years ago?
Well, I feel like that's a big problem with Fansproject. They announce these things and they take so long to come out that by the time you actually end up getting it, it's so outdated. Which one was it? Highbrow? No, not Highbrow. Topspin?
No,
I'm sorry.
Ultra Magnus.
What's the other headmaster's name? The last one that came out.
It was Highbrow.
Highbrow.
Oh no, Headmaster. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So Highbrow, when that one came out, it's it works. It was functional. I guess it kind of fit the aesthetic of what they had did before, but third party had progressed past that so far by that point that it just felt like a big waste of money and a waste of time.
In Dino mode, it has no eyes, it's soulless.
This is, there's so much, the proportions seem weird. Mm-hmm. The chest is too low, the head is too low, the shoulders are too high, the legs are too short, The big fucking hat he has on is stupid.
You don't like the arms attached to little tiny plates that float above the shoulder, like the reasonable shoulder?
It's the shoulder. I'm okay with the shoulder height. It's how deep the head sits in all of that.
Yeah. If the chest was up aligned with the top, it wouldn't look nearly as bad. But it looks like something should like rotate down or slide down or something. Like, I don't know. It doesn't look right at all.
It doesn't look heroic. It looks dumpy.
Yeah.
It looks like it looks like a guy who lost a lot of weight and he's got to go buy a whole new wardrobe.
He looks like he has cross eyes on his chest. Like the one shot where his arms are down, like they took some pictures with his hands covering the crossed eyes, and then they took one with his hands down, and it's like, yee. It's like a unibrow.
Well, now, Bobby, to be fair, he would have come with duck face if he was a guy that lost a bunch of weight and is gonna have to go buy a new wardrobe.
Man, I'm telling you, man, if the light is perfect in the bathroom, it's selfie time. Okay.
For all those out there, Deluxe has been sending us a picture. Probably 40% of the time he takes a shit making duck face.
It's really odd.
I'll put it in the...
Which at first I found obnoxious, but I have to admit, the more different bathrooms I see him in, I'm starting to see the charm of it.
They're like Walmart, Target, fucking I don't know the bus terminal.
Let me ask you this.
No paper.
Before we continue on.
No paper.
All right, first it's going to be like maybe a 3-part question. We're going to go round robin. Are you funny about shitting in public places, Matt?
No.
Justin?
Depends. If the restroom is clean,
he wears diapers.
No, if the restroom is like clean enough, no problem. If it's just like disgusting, not a chance.
Okay. Robert?
Yes.
Greg?
Yes.
Okay, I am extremely funny about it as well. Matt, you were the only one that said no.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to start with you with this one again. What is the worst bathroom you've ever taken a shit in?
No, probably Bobby's. Man, that tub.
Best joke of the day. That was good.
I'd have to say, I mean, some of those, the store, like the convenience store ones, like the old Exxons. I've had there's some pretty bad ones there, and Walmart's been pretty bad a couple of times, even though they've gotten better. And I have to give shout out to Walmart for the bathrooms; they've gotten better.
Shout out to Walmart.
Jesus Christ! Everything you just mentioned is like my no-fly zone.
I know. Exxon, stay away from Exxon bathrooms; they're bad. Nobody cleans.
Okay, so Greg, what's the worst bathroom you've ever taken a shit in?
Oh man, any little gas station.
Okay.
No, I take that back. Working at the stadium, anything, the sporting event at a stadium.
Yeah, that's bad. Them are bad.
They're just like third quarter piss off. Going to just fucking piss all over the floor.
Oh, there's another bad one. When I was out in the field in Germany, porta potties. We had porta potties.
Oh yeah, dude, I won't even.
Those were bad.
I thought the question. I thought this question was about bathrooms, not fucking the whole holes in the ground. I'm sorry. I don't consider porta potties bathrooms. I consider them like.
That's true.
I'm gonna go last because I have you all beat, no matter what you say.
Okay, Justin, what was yours?
I honestly am not quite sure what I would consider the worst, but I can tell an awful public restroom story from when I was a kid.
Please do.
This probably traumatized me from using public restrooms for quite a while. So I was at a Sears, of all places, and
damn.
I was in the bathroom, and someone had peed like all over the floor. And I'm little. I'm like probably like 6 or 7, and I had no clue. So I walk, and I slipped right into it. Like my dad was there, and like I'm covered with someone else's pee. This is terrible. And there's a Sears employee in there who's just kind of laughing at the whole thing. Like my dad's pissed off. I'm like, I hate public restrooms. I'm never going again. So
That's not pee.
yeah, it's pretty awful. So that's probably the worst public restroom experience I've ever had.
That's pretty bad.
Worst place I could shit? I don't know, but pretty bad.
You go next, Bobby. I guess Robert wants to.
Okay, yeah. So mine was definitely an Exxon, much like Greg said initially. Like I was coming back from, it was that same time, for those who listen to Nerd Rage, it was the same time that I shit the bed in North Carolina. And my stomach was obviously not up to par, and I had to take a shit. And I can tell you, I can count on one hand the amount of times I've had to take a shit in a public place. And this fucking bathroom was like a goddamn crime scene.
Damn.
And it was horrible. I built a nest that a fucking ostrich would be honored to sit in before I took a shit in this place. But it was an emergency circumstance. Go ahead, Robert.
Well, this is more in the line of like a terrible bathroom experience, but it covers all. I had a bad stomach virus. I caught like rotavirus, and I had terrible stomach cramps, raging diarrhea. It got so bad I had to go to the hospital. Now I'm in the hospital. I'm in the emergency room, in one of the emergency rooms in the beautiful county of Kings, and I had to go to the bathroom. I had an IV in my in the back of my wrist, behind my hand, back of my hand on my wrist.
But you didn't have any homework.
I had to wheel the IV with me into the emergency room toilet. Okay, that is a fucking nasty zone right there. That's where every horribly sick, disgusting person is going to the bathroom. And I had no time. I just sat on the toilet. I freaking had diarrhea. It was terrible. Now I'm going to wipe my ass, and I was so delirious, I misjudged it, and my whole hand went in the toilet with the shit, with the IV and everything. Damn. It was truly. You told us this story. It was horrible. Yes, I have, but it's
worrying about you. Yeah. No. I'm just saying. I feel like I've worried about you with your shit.
I've never been in the same sense.
I had one of those.
In the same sense.
I didn't say it before, and I'm sorry if I'm interrupting you, and I apologize. But I think it's appropriate to, I guess, to say it. Saturday, I was in a bad mood already because, I didn't go to the liquor store beforehand because I didn't think I needed to, and then we worked at the game. And it was just OSU had a fucking crazy fucking game Saturday. But it was extremely stressful, at the end. And I missed the liquor store by 2 minutes. So I'm in the grocery store, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, I gotta drink beer. But I had to poop really bad. And I was like, let's go home. Because Kit went in to deposit her check. I'm like, all right. I'm like, well, we need to get home. I gotta poop. Because I don't like pooping in public restrooms. And I get all my stuff, and I'm up there, and I call her, and I'm like, where are you at? She's like, I'm looking at this. And I'm like, fucking goddamn. I was like, all right, I got to go to the bathroom here. Got to do it. And this is in the grocery store. So I go in there, and my options were stall that doesn't have a lock that works, or stall that has pee everywhere. So I'm sitting there, fucking on guard, so no one throws the door open on me.
Right.
And then I get closer to the seat, and there's little amber dried spots everywhere. I almost pooped myself. I had to do fucking spring cleaning at the Giant Eagle.
In my head, it looked like Dr. Hammond's laboratory.
Yeah, I had to.
Did you hover?
You
hovered, didn't you?
No, I didn't. It was time. It was crowning. And so I had to go and get paper towels and sit there and fucking meticulously scrub this entire seat. Just to be sure, because you never know. It's across the street from 3 fucking titty bars. Come on. And a crack motel. Well, it's not crack motel, but it potentially could be in the right circumstances. So it's you never know what's going to happen here.
And now for you kids listening, let me say this up front. We all grew up in the 80s, so we're super afraid of AIDS.
What? I shit myself out in the field before.
I'm not.
Wait, Greg.
I did.
I want to hear more about him shitting himself in the field.
I was out in the field. I was in the guard. We was, I think it was Fort Smith, out there over on near Oklahoma, and and we had something. I was a cook in the military. If anybody know, and we had some bad stuff, and I was laying in my cot, and I just had the and I didn't make it to the porta potty, so I shit all over my BDUs.
You shit in your pants?
Mm-hmm.
So whose fault was that, Matt? You
That was my fault.
And you guys had some bad shit.
It might have been my fault. I don't know. I forgot what we had, but it's probably chili mac or some shit. But yeah, it was bad. So, I'm sorry, Greg. Finish. Apologize.
Oh no. I was just gonna say I'm not. I say AIDS. Scared of AIDS just as a throw, but I'm more scared of the hepatitis.
Well, nowadays, honestly, it makes more sense to be afraid of hepatitis.
I've had hepatitis. I've had what's the one that's not terrible? What's the middle ground one? B?
Well,
probably.
A and B are you can get vaccine for them before.
Yeah, I had the B.
Okay.
What's the one you get from poop?
X.
I think you can get all of them from poop.
Hepatitis X.
No,
X gonna give it to you.
It's funnier now.
I had the B in high school. I was working at Domino's Pizza, and I started getting sick. I had tickets to go see Fugazi. So if anyone knows who Fugazi is, I always miss Fugazi. Anyway, I had tickets, and it was the night. I was ready to go, and I was so fucking nauseous though, and I started fucking. I thought I had the flu, and I didn't go. I ended up going home, and my eyeballs were orange, and this shit was scary. I ended up going to the hospital, and they were like, "Hey, you have hepatitis," and it turns out that I got it from a restaurant in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And they were like, "Yeah, it's from people getting fecal matter on their hands and not washing their hands and shit." And I guess I got it from this one restaurant, and it turns out to have been a group of my friends that went to New York and got infected and came back and brought it down, and they all worked at this one place, and they infected me.
Oh my god!
Poop matter. Yeah, it was a bad deal, but it was all over the news because it came out that because if you have B, they report it.
Uh-huh.
And to the county health, whatever.
You got ported?
And it was on the news, and I was like, oh my god. And my boss is calling me why didn't you tell me? And I'm like, I didn't know.
Why didn't you
We had sex, so you weren't supposed to tell me.
So I had to get the vaccinations, and they posted up at that fucking Domino's in the back room, and every time someone came to clock in, they got a fucking shot. They got 2 shots.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't fucking know. And so then I trolled them, and I ordered pizza every day I was home.
Bobby, did you check the G3 chat?
No, I have not.
Check that fucking picture, dude.
Okay, I will.
But yeah, that shit sucked. Hepatitis fucking sucks. That's the worst flu you've ever fucking had. And that's not even the bad one.
Yeah, that C is the one you want to stay away from for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. And whenever you get to high numbers or lettering. Yeah,
So and then this is the third part of the 3-part question. What's the most awkward place you ever had to shit in? And we'll change it up. We'll start with Matt.
I went first both times, Bob.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyways, I'll go. I'll go first. The most awkward. I don't know. I mean, out in the field. I
think in your pants is probably already the winner.
That was embarrassing, but you know what? You know what? Everybody does it. I did it.
No, Matt. No.
Some people do.
Everyone does not do it.
All right. Well, you know what? I didn't feel good, and I shit my pants. So what?
All right. Fair enough. Robert, most awkward place.
I squirted twice 2 weeks ago when I was sick. I messed up 2 pairs of underwear.
Really?
That happened. Yeah, I couldn't help it. Shit, I was so sick. I couldn't even walk. I was mad that I shit my pants again. He's again, player.
Robert.
I was like, again.
Robert, you got to make some lifestyle changes.
But I would say the most awkward place I ever shit was, I think, your bathroom the second time. Because I was like, oh my God, I gotta like take a fucking magnifying glass to every inch of this.
Because you were like, I'm definitely not cleaning this shit up.
And I was like, all right, I'm gonna wipe these fucking counters. I'm gonna get all the drops off, but I'm putting Killer Croc in that fucking tub.
You did do that. You
Hey,
did.
is
that.
that Chinese from the Bronx, man?
I was like, he'll get the message.
What about you, Justin?
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I go mundane places, like I said. If it's too weird, I'm out. So.
I can respect that. What about you, Greg?
I would have to say either a Greyhound bus.
Yeah,
or
that's up there.
Or hold on, I'm about to top it. The drunk tank at County.
Oh, that does top it. I feel like I want to hear more to that story.
Well, just the holding. They call it the drunk tank, but it's holding.
I got you.
Yeah, and having to poop in an open room with nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4.
That reminds me of
nothing but nine cinder blocks separating you.
Wow.
That'd be too okay with
Mine is I got kicked out of my middle school. I had to go to Christian school for 2 years, 8th and 9th grade, and I definitely took a shit in the chapel bathroom one time under an emergency, and
singing in the chapel.
It was awkward. I didn't feel like I was doing the Lord's work. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Are anybody done with this? Who's in on Fansproject Snarl?
Forgot we were still talking about
Speaking of shit.
Or does everybody need to relax? All right, look at GCreation's Rebel. Looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, I like the IDW style. I agree.
Yeah, I have to relax. I can't do it. But God, it looks great.
Yeah, I love the head sculpt. The head sculpt is like nails it.
And this being fine colors, man, it's gonna look beautiful on my shelf.
Yeah, man, a lot of grays, a lot of gray tones,
and whites.
Can I ask you this? Does this go with the MMC stuff or no?
No.
Why? What is it? Different lines?
This is Masterpiece.
No.
This is Masterpiece.
So just scale wise, but design wise, does it?
Yeah, design wise, it kind of does when MMC stays to the kind of fucking material.
Hmm.
Yeah, so if you want a Prowl that's like 3 times the size of your Rodimus, then you'll be fine.
Right.
Well, okay. So is this supposed to be the same size as an regular MP car?
Probably. It might be. To be honest, it might be slightly taller.
Oh, because then wouldn't like the MMC or the SXS a hot rod scale properly with it, or no? He's supposed to be bigger.
No, the MMC, yeah, no, it wouldn't work.
Oh.
It wouldn't even, to be honest with you, it wouldn't even work styling wise. You know, like the MMC one is like, it's in the ballpark. You know what I mean?
Would you say you handled the Iron Factory Dotson Brothers, right?
I don't think so.
What? Justin, you did, right? You did.
Yeah.
Which do you think is more comic accurate?
Couldn't tell you.
Or...
I don't read the comics to be anywhere, so couldn't tell you.
You didn't check out the Dotson Brothers, Bobby?
I don't think so.
Wow, that's a loss.
This isn't tuna accurate?
Tuna.
Well, that's what you said, tuna accurate.
I said tune comic. When I said comic.
Oh, I think it was your UT pained a little bit.
Robert, you can go check.
Is this a tuna accurate, Bobby?
I feel like you're trying to get at something, Robert. Just get at what you're trying to get at.
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to
Are you just trying to say that you think the Iron Factory ones are more comic accurate?
No,
because if that's your point, just say it. I mean,
yeah, just say it.
Lead a horse to water.
Robert,
make it drink.
I'm the fucking boy who cry wolf. No one
Robert,
thinks I'm just gonna question.
Are you afraid to share your own opinion without validation?
No, I don't know it. I don't know what the source material looks like. I'm genuinely asking.
Okay, so I'm looking at the Iron Factory now, and the IDW comic art, and the GCreation. The GCreation is very fucking accurate. The Iron Factory one is like definitely in the spirit, and it's pretty accurate, especially for being a Legends class figure. Like it's definitely like surprisingly close. But the GCreation is much closer, and it should be. For the scale, price, size, etc.
Okay. Oh, well, we solved that.
Bam.
Thanks to Robert.
Aggression.
No.
Like I said, you can.
No. I just felt like you had something you wanted to say, and you wanted to fucking dance around it instead of just saying it. You should have just said it.
No, it was Justin. It was Justin.
You lead the horse to water, but you can't.
I gotta be honest with you, Robert. It was very cowardly for a person from Brooklyn.
I know.
Robert, who are you, Stevie Nicks? Or are you trying to have the dance?
But no, I think this shit.
Fleetwood Mac joke there for anyone who.
Like, this man, like, this is incredible to me. Like, I can't go down this path. I just can't. But this might tie into a discussion that I'm going to bring up a little later for you, gents, if you're willing and able. So we'll hold off. But does anybody have anything else they want to add to this?
I can't do it. I can't go down it either. I could go up it, but not down it.
Well, as a teaser, or let's say a appetite whetting for future conversation, what is it that makes you say I can't go down that path?
Oh, because I don't have room.
Okay, that's fair. All right, we're gonna get back to that, listeners. Trust me, I
also don't need a whole shelf of pots. I'm afraid to transform.
Right. Well,
fans toys.
So, SGC
GCreations.
SGC 2017. We have the. Speaking of Iron Factory, Robert.
Man, we got a lot of Iron Factory.
Is this what he was getting at?
My second favorite third-party name of the year.
We have so much more Iron Factory coming. We have the Steel Lucifer, which I'm guessing is what Greg was referring to.
Second only to Satan.
Burning.
Second only to Satan, of course. Which looks good, and Bruticus looks good. Dialis.
Nice.
How about that?
We've talked about
Jetfire.
just real quick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Of the stuff that's coming up from this con, we've talked about a lot of it. I just blanketed I put the
it's fine. It's fine. Just Robert, how do you feel? Because you're the person that's mainly in on this stuff. Before we,
what? It's like, okay, it's so weird because it wasn't until I really separated my shelves. Like I've got Fans Toys Omega, and I've got like DX9. The DX9 Legends, and some other Legends that are the aesthetic goes to G1. And then I have the Generation, my custom Generation Metroplex with Iron Factory because this style goes, and but the more Iron Factory does, it's like the more I see, okay, this is an entire commitment to a style I don't have a connection to. I still really enjoy it. I just know I'd enjoy it more if I had read the comics. So it's kind of weird, like I wish they were doing like just.
Oh man, that sounded terrible.
So Matt would like to update his answer to
breaking news
on the podcast.
Man,
that was wet.
Terrible.
It was so wet.
Oh, Greg, you're funny. Greg's funny.
Apologies.
Robert,
so wet.
Okay, so continue.
Yeah, it's just as the line progresses, and I know it sounds stupid because they've come out with so much stuff by now. At first, to someone who does not read the comics, and I wish I had, and I wish I did, and I wish I made the time for it. It's becoming more and more apparent the rabbit hole this is going down. Of it's comic, it's the IDW, so that's the style, and that's what I'm gonna get. I love what I'm seeing. I love what I'm seeing. Like, see the Bruticus. he's like standalone to me. I don't see that as like stylized, really. You know, I don't know what it looked like in the comics, but it's good enough for me, you know, for a Legends Bruticus. But like Jetfire is clearly not like G1, even though it has the cues. You know, so I don't know how accurate this is. I just wish I had read the comics, or I have, you know, because then I feel like I'd appreciate it more. I think it looks good, but that's that for me. That's there. That's my thought.
So what do you think? I mean, like, so I would imagine that it's easier to go in on this Jetfire, for instance, than it would be to go in on this Atlas, having not read the comics. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get that. And I'm gonna bring this up. This is a conversation I want to have. I was talking to Joe KW earlier this week, and he brought up a good point, and it's a question I want to raise to you guys about IDW and, you know, the way to collect it, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm anxious to get into that, but it's not really the time. Right.
Okay.
Dude, that dude's funny. Hey, I'm gonna tell you spoilers. Actually, this shit's already out, so I don't know if you guys have already listened, but to those listening, Joe gives some personal information on this week's Nerd Rage that you may never be able to look at him quite the same way again.
Is he wearing socks?
I'm gonna let it go. There. That's my man. Anyway.
Yeah, it's that Joe K. Joe K. used to be
Hermaphrodite.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like that jazz. That jazz looks good.
That jazz looks good, Matt. Have you seen it?
The Iron Factory one? Yeah.
It's pretty nice, yeah.
I think a lot of this shit looks good, man. Like, I think
I don't like the Sunstreaker.
Is that theirs?
Yeah, they got Sunstreaker and Sideswipe coming.
Okay. I think that Atlas looks fucking incredible.
I can't wait till they oversize KO this stuff.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are waiting.
I hate that shit. Bobby, what are your thoughts on the first two Combaticons that you got to play with?
I like them generally.
He didn't like them.
Okay.
I it's been a while now. It's been like 2 weeks since I've looked at them, but
it's a soft recommend.
Oh boy. There is, I think there's some transformations aspects of them that irritate me, but I think overall I like them.
Wafo, watch and find out.
Let's talk about this Planet X stuff. This Insecticons. Anybody else? Dude, they look great.
No, they don't.
They're either too big or too small.
Your opinion is factually inaccurate.
I don't know. I think they look good, man.
What? They look like a bunch of genital probes.
Yeah, but that's how they look.
They're too big or too small, depending on who you're arguing with.
Yeah,
that's what I've learned over the last weekend about these figures.
That's very surreal.
And that's in comparing them, I guess, to the Megatron. But see, I think it's a little misleading because of where they are situated.
Like your balls.
Perspective-wise. Your balls. I feel like maybe the Megatron is too small.
Ooh. Trifecta. Come on, where's the trifecta, Robert? Say his balls one more time.
Balls.
No, seriously, Robert, say it one more time. I'm very close. But yeah, I think a lot of this looks good. I think Bruticus looks great. I think Jetfire, I can't really tell. I got to see colors on Jetfire. I think Atlas looks great.
We don't see in colors, Bobby.
All right, fair enough. Let's move on then.
We have seen colors.
Oh, I got that from Justin. All right. I'm good tonight now.
You get a chuckle from Justin. Quit while you're ahead, man.
You should.
So, Zeta Toy Superion.
Beautiful.
Oh, mama.
They showed some back pics too. I listened to ROC this week, and
yeah, I heard them talking about it, but
the back looks not that great, but the front.
I don't give a fuck.
No, I don't either. No, it doesn't bother me. But this looks so fucking clean. It's just.
This looks amazing.
I'm gonna be a dick.
Of course.
Go ahead, Greg.
Oh, I like the calves. That's my favorite part.
I knew it. I was gonna say that I don't like how. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say the skinny jeans.
Yes.
Got That you know.
Codytron.
Yeah.
I don't. That's yeah. Like his knees look wider than his calves. And
They're definitely not. They're definitely not.
They're wider than his thighs, maybe, but not.
Yeah, like just like looking at the picture, like they're definitely not. I mean, you could make the argument the calf should be wider, and I get you. I'm not disagreeing, but holy fuck, this looks good.
There's kibble. I just wanted to. I was just trying to finish my one thing and be done.
Go for your one thing.
There is kibble. Like what I was saying is, it looks thin. The calves are bad, but there's kibble. So I don't know which one that detaches from there. So I don't know what looks better or worse, like the skinny jeans or the Uggs. You know,
ooh, Greg, what if you can't do an A stance with the kibble attached? Oh, that'd be fucked up. That'd be kind of fucked up.
Well, he had, to be fair, in the G1, the toy, he had skinny legs too from the Silver Bowl.
Yeah, but they're not going for the toy, right? So
No, I know that, but I'm just saying. But I'm sure they're going to have the thighs are going to be a add-on part or whatever, parts forming and everything, which is good. Because I think the Silver Bowl folds up or something maybe, and I don't know.
It's got to fold up. It's got to fold up because the piece is the thighs and hips.
Right. And do you see a face, Robert? It looks like a mean clown on the chest.
Yes, frowny face. Frowny face.
That shit,
big nose frowny face.
That shit looks incredible to me. Go ahead, Greg. Go ahead, Justin.
For me, the one thing that I agree with the skinny calves. But I'm hoping that, like Greg was saying, they have it looks like all the wing bits are kind of detached and stuff. So I hope that there's the option to just leave them there because I don't mind when they're folded back, just to kind of broaden that out. But other than that, I think it looks awesome.
Right?
Yeah,
or leave some of them.
Yeah, something has to be going on there to make it a little more interesting looking to me. I mean, other than that, I think it looks great. So I'm in.
I think when we start interrupting each other, Bobby, you should call out two people at once. Like, go ahead, Greg. Go ahead, Justin. Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead, Matthew.
Anyway, I don't know, man. This looks spectacular to me.
Yep, I like it.
I hope Silverbolt's nose cone
That's gonna suck.
Can flip down underneath, so Robert has something to post a picture of.
Right.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Maybe a nice meme.
Is that a penis joke?
Well, it was a Rob D joke, so yeah, it was. But
is anybody skipping out on this?
I might.
What?
Yeah.
What?
What's keeping you out?
I just want to see. I just want to wait till it's done. I'm tired. I've been burned by too many combiners. I just want to wait till it's done, and we'll see what happens.
The Constructicons are pretty good, man.
I know they are.
I see this guy being on par with them.
Do you think it's going to be like 60? The four limbs will be 60 each, and say Silverbolt is say 120.
I'm not buying that shit. I mean, maybe. I don't know. 120 is still not even bad.
Right, but so 6 times 4, 240 plus 120. 360 for the set.
Wait, hold on. Let me get my calculator. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure I've lost a lot more money on the combiners. So I'm just gonna wait and see. These aren't going anywhere.
He's right. No, Greg's right. Greg is 100% right. Like he'll probably pick it up for $200, 8 months.
I mean, the yellow fucking Toy World set's going for what, $239 from your boy Tony right now.
The green one's still doing all right though, isn't it?
I saw someone sell theirs for like $300.
Isn't it?
They're individuals.
Yeah, because everybody wants that set, right?
Yeah, I mean it's just it's not a big deal. Like I've got that one Bruticus arm, and it's cool, I guess, as an arm, but I'm in no rush to get the helicopter. I just don't really care anymore. To be honest with you, I'll just wait until it's all done. No, I don't hang it out on my zipper.
Out of your coat sometimes, or your shirt.
No, I don't act
Not
like
like
a
your
plastic
arm,
people
like
at Walmart. Like I have a giant space shuttle for a penis. No, Robert, I don't do that. I know that's
But
what
you
you're
do.
getting at. I know you. I know.
I meant your arm. I meant you pretend it's your arm, not your penis.
Oh.
But
No.
you know what? I didn't finish listening to the TKO because I don't want to hear about the Q&A. I don't want to hear your answers to those questions.
Why?
Because they asked very personal stuff.
I actually like that part. That was my favorite part of the show.
I don't want to hear it. I'm afraid to listen to the second half of that show.
Oh, well, I'll give you some spoilers. I discussed my fear of heights, and
I don't want to know your favorite.
Yeah, that was basically it. Oh, missionary, of course.
Did you not listen to my Q&A?
Here we go with Matt. All about me.
No, I was on TKO. I was on TKO too. Dick.
We know Matt. We know Matt. We
like,
know Matt.
Me. Hold on.
Yeah, because I always get that fucking chance. I always get out there. Yeah, I'm Matt 12K. Yes, I am.
Matt.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's Matt 500.
Yeah, he's
That's all right. I got my 500 and I love it. I'm happy and I'm excited.
Matt, did you
I'm giving out a spin out.
How many groups did you share in today?
13. They all loved it.
And they all loved it.
So, Robert, to answer your question, you don't want to hear. It's called the Bowser. I kidnap 9 prostitutes, and I just run back and forth because the princess is always in a different castle.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a weak joke, but Robert laughed at it, and that's all that matters.
I will laugh at any joke you say, Greg.
We're moving on to the next note from SGC, and we're going to start at SGC 2017-09, which is the Road Caesar combined, and he is a little fella.
Beautiful.
I think I'm out.
Wait. Hold on.
I think I'm out.
Wait a minute. That's not the first thing that comes up. Hold on.
Nope, we're not starting at the first thing that comes up.
I'm getting there.
I'm looking.
I think I'm out.
Yeah, he's all next to Piranacon.
Which picture did you start next to?
Where is it?
17.
Real
Come on,
Caesar.
Bobby reference face.
09.
17-09.
Okay. There's too many. You should have said number 9.
Bobby reference face.
Justin, you're right. It's my fault.
It is.
That's about the right size.
You know, I think I'm okay with it. I mean,
like
the
Get
thing
it out of here.
the thing that's okay with it for me is that they are MP-sized cars, 3 of them. Well, 2 MP-sized cars and one that's a little bit larger than that combining together. So I didn't really expect much bigger.
I hear you. It's just so little.
It's not going to go on my top shelf.
That's what she said.
Did she?
Oh, it's probably. It's about the girth.
You're out on Caesar salad, Bobby? You're not getting it?
I think I'll have to see. I'm not. It's not a definite for me, but this was like, ooh, this is gonna be like the size of MP Prime Mac.
Yeah, but Greg says it's accurate.
It's close. I mean, I don't think he was exactly as tall as Pranagon, because like Justin said, he's 3 cars, not 6 seafood.
Right. What do you expect?
Man, still
3 cars are gonna equal.
Well, he was taller. He was taller than Star Saber.
But he's not as tall as fish sticks.
I'm not sure if this is going to be taller than Star Saber.
Yeah, in the cartoon, right?
Right.
Yeah, but you got to think. I mean, there's no such real thing as mass shifting. Like, you know what I mean? Like in the cartoon, like.
Right. But that's the same thing I'm saying. That's why I'm okay with the Zeta and Toy World bots being bigger than they should be.
What's that mean, Robert?
I don't know, Bobby. What do you expect? Bobby, what did you expect?
I don't know. I you know what I expected, Robert?
I mean, you saw the legs.
He expected.
Yeah, but I didn't know how.
Legs.
Right, but I didn't know how the middle part was done. I didn't know how it was done.
What? You think he's gonna have just like teeny shins and really long thighs?
No, I thought that maybe there were some tricks. I thought that he would be in line with their other releases.
Can I just shout out the CCon, the TFC CCon's comics for calling them the Seafoods? Can I shout that out real quick? Sorry.
No.
We will not have any of that.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Alright.
I don't know if I'm going to see this thing
But-
through.
Well, that's
I
unfortunate.
think you will.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's possible, but it's I'm not feeling good about it at the moment.
I was never in on it, but I feel sorry to hear you say that you're giving up on it.
Yeah.
That makes me sad.
It's just, yeah, it makes me very sad because it's Caesar. It's Caesar salad.
I know.
And you love Caesar, the monkey.
Yes, it's also true, Robert. Is this a word association game that we're playing?
Basically,
you love Caesar hair.
I like Caesar hairstyles. I like a lot of actors that have played different Caesars throughout history in film and cinema.
And this Caesar looks good.
It does.
He's just not big enough.
Bobbert's idea, or goddamn, I think what the guy I work with. I always do that one. It's like about when Bobby and Robert are both talking. I always think about Bobbert from work. Bobby's
Bobbert?
Yeah, well, we call him Bobbert because there's another Rob there. Bobby's ideal death is being stabbed in the back by his compatriots.
Yes.
And he likes scissors, too.
Yes, he loves scissors and scissoring.
I do like a good scissoring.
He likes reasons. He likes reasons and raisins.
Let's look at the
raisins and oyster crackers. Let's get
TFC Toys ST Commander.
No.
What is this about?
So
It's from GI.
Yeah, this is the.
Can we have the number?
11.
It's the next picture, you dumb shit. Come on. God damn, man.
Yeah,
Move along.
Shout out to all the dumb shits.
Wait,
God
hold
damn.
on, Bobby.
Yeah,
that's already next to Sunset or Tiger Tracks.
I know.
Yeah, you got comparison.
Review done.
Is this Ultra Magnus?
Shoot them motherfuckers.
No, so what this is the Rolling Thunder G.I. Joe vehicle done as Optimus Prime in like G.I. Joe versus Transformers or something like that. That was Optimus's alt mode. So this is the thing that damn, what was that company's name?
Bandai?
Hasbro?
No, there was another company. They didn't last very long. Crossover Gen.
Mattel?
Shows up as looks like Xaver Gen. They made a Rolling Thunder Prime. That wasn't very good. This looks way better.
And for anyone asking, the Rolling Thunder was that toy that your dad had put together that had the two giant ass missiles with the little same missiles inside of it.
Oh, hey,
you had to physically pop them all. You had to take the cover off and pop them all off and throw them around the room. But yeah, it was pretty badass.
Yeah, I'm all sorts of out on this shit. Justin, are you in on this?
I don't know. I might be because I can see this mold being a nice stand-in for Pyro. So if it's the right size on the shelf, I'm in.
Marvel superhero Pyro?
No, Pyro. He's a European exclusive. Hey, Robert, his chest looks like ET.
It does. I was thinking that, and I'm actually tempted to get this because I have a Prime shelf and it's different, and I like the crossover aspect. I think that's pretty. You got to give it to TFC for kind of going their own way. You know, I'm tempted. I really am. I like how it looks. You know.
Yeah.
Even though Bobby hates TFC now. But.
For me personally though, I need it to have a red version like the crossover gen people did, and I'm sure it will because like every Optimus Prime gets that.
Right.
You know,
it's a prototype.
Colors.
It's gray.
Well, the thing is, Robert, that this toy, if it's accurate to the comics, is going to be green. So.
Yeah, Robert. Shout out to Rolling Steel.
Shout out to judging a great toy.
All right, moving along.
Yeah, let's move it along.
Jesus.
We got
dumb shit.
And then we have
don't say a number.
Shot.
Yeah, just say a name. Don't say a number. No.
6-shot looks good.
Looks good.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
He's a big fella.
I think he looks kind of stupid.
Which 6-shot? Which
what?
Jesus.
IDW, Masterpiece, GCreations.
Okay, GCreations. That's all I need to know.
Yeah. Waka. What? Waka.
I think it looks good.
Do you?
What is this? Yeah, I do. What do you think looks bad?
I don't know. Put a circle around it.
The teal.
What?
I don't know. It's kind of. It looks a little messy. It just.
I don't like that waist level.
IDW stuff is messy, man. You should know. You're collecting all the fucking legends of them.
Fucking
Yeah, but my
Robbie
IDW
condescending face.
my IDW 6-shot looks better than that.
Does it though?
Does it? Oh yeah, it does. That looks a little messy.
Look at that lockdown, man.
A little messy.
Lockdown looks good.
Looks like your goddamn shirt collar.
All stretchy.
So
little messy.
These movie masterpieces. Lockdown looks good. Prime
This
looks
Optimus
good.
Prime looks good. There's UT Bruticus.
Yeah, wait. I think it's impressive, these wires coming out of Optimus Prime.
What is that? Yeah, you're right. What the fuck is that? The pocket watches?
That's jumper cables.
Pocket watches?
I think that's cool.
Do you?
I do. I think that's impressive to pull that off. I mean,
Why are you questioning his opinion?
Why does his face look like a praying mantis? His chest.
oh, because it's fucking movie shit and it's dumb. But if I was,
It's movie shit. It's dumb.
yeah, it is. It is. I like, dude. Like, like Transformers 5 has become like a new thing. Like, but it, like it's not Transformers 5 bad. Like it's, it's its own beast. It's its own level of
its own beast.
Yeah. Matt changed sides fucking so quick. Did you hear that? Like, he changed sides like 3 times in the last 30
I have to, man. I have to.
Between Robert and Bobby, depending on what they said about Optimus Prime.
Yeah, but I think this.
But don't you think those wires look like pocket watches?
I mean,
not at all.
When I saw it, Robert, I didn't think, why has he got pocket watches on his hips?
That's what Robert would say.
Like he needs fucking raver pants right now,
No.
Because Raver are so known for wearing watches, pocket watches?
No, the fucking dumb, stupid chain. Come on.
Oh, like suspenders?
Yeah, the fucking chain. No, the fucking now.
Like Jinkos.
Chain wallet.
Like the Jinkos with the straps.
Yeah, like it's like, or yeah. Now I see suspenders that he's pulled down.
Yeah. Don't talk shit about Jinkos because Ken's gonna come beat your ass if you talk too much shit about Jinkos.
Hey, Thor comes out this weekend.
I got tickets. And then we'll look at this Unique Toys Bruticus, which is next.
Looks like
a big pass. Looks like Fansproject?
It looks like a big pass for Bruticus. And like I'm a little bummed at just how big Onslaught is going to be. Like he's going to be huge.
Mm-hmm. What's up with that? First of all, do you think this kind of looks like the Fansproject? Like they got their inspiration from that?
The Fansproject?
Yeah,
they did an add-on kit for.
They had like 2 bots and.
Yeah, no, I'm familiar, but I'm just making sure that that's what he meant.
No,
he doesn't know what he meant, probably.
I know what I meant.
No, when I saw this, I never thought Fansproject.
All right, 2.
Oh, dude, Slide 16's bot of the year.
Wait, hold on. 2. Do you see an alien on his chest?
I see a smiling.
Yeah,
alien.
I see it.
3. What's up with that? What's up with that Thundercracker?
That I don't know. That seems to be like a trend. Anybody that's doing a Bruticus is also doing a Seeker to go along with it.
On the chest, that's Unique Toys Troll.
right.
But I love that Seeker. That Seeker looks really nice. Just the design of it.
I gotta see more.
That Seeker looks like his knee bend is at his fucking hip.
No.
Yeah.
Looks like a Rebel-Tech or something.
It does look like a Rebel-Tech.
It does not look like it transforms.
Thank you, Bobby.
Suddenly see more. All right, what's next?
All right, whatever. Y'all buy shitty toys.
But I think this Bruticus looks like trash.
Yeah, I'm out on both of them, I think. To be honest with you.
Why do you think it looks like trash? You don't think it looks a lot cleaner than the Zeta?
No, I disagree.
Why?
I think that Blast Off looks cleaner, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why? Huh. Okay.
That propeller's just gonna get in the way. It's just like folded up, and all it's gonna do is spin on you like a spinner.
A fidget spinner?
All right.
The good kind of spinner with no arms and no legs.
Oh, like a little 5 foot and under girl.
Yeah.
Then we got the Mecha. What is this? What is this?
Not again.
This is Toy of the Year 01.
Is this X2 Toys? What is this?
Yeah, that's Jetfire Headmaster or the Titan Master.
Dude, you know what I got to say about this?
Time returns.
Good
Get
luck.
it out of here.
Good luck.
My favorite part about it is how it doesn't really like it has the colors of Jetfire, but it doesn't look like Jetfire in either mode. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It looks like a play school Transformer.
It's the face. Like, they really try to hide the face. The face sculpt is fucking terrible.
Well, now, isn't this like Dreamwave Jetfire or some nonsense?
I don't know.
No, it's play school Transformer.
No, but seriously, though, it's like Dreamwave.
Maybe.
It's like some sort of a comic book.
I don't know.
They're dreaming to sell this. That's what they're doing.
No. Hold on, let me look it up. There's always jokes. There's never research. Jetfire.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
I can't make them Google for 2 seconds.
You keep saying that, man. You keep saying it.
I keep saying it. Like, you say everything fucking 3 times, too.
No, I don't.
I don't know if it's on this Docket Toys. Oh,
Why did they give you the half alt mode twice?
Because he's standing up a little more. It's different, he's taller.
Oh, okay.
The wings are spread out, and the other ones the wings are behind him.
I gotcha.
It's Gerwalk, so you're scared.
They're just trying to show you 2 modes you'll never use.
Maybe if they worked a little less on the in-between modes, you know what I mean?
That's true. It looks like what was in Aliens, the first Aliens, or when she got into the... Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
The exosuit thing. Yeah.
All right,
All right, let's move it on to this. What is this next thing? What is this? Is this Onslaught also? What is this?
Yeah, it looks like Onslaught, but I couldn't figure that out either.
Is that Zeta?
Offslaught.
Or is that X2 Toys still?
He's got a big old cannon coming out of his hip, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't know what that is.
Your gun is digging into my hip. Ugh.
Oh, that is Onslaught. Yeah, he's got 2 cannons. What? Okay.
Is that Onslaught?
Wow.
Yeah, he's got 2 cannons on the back.
The cannon that's underneath his arm goes on his back, too. So, I don't know which Onslaught it is, but...
That's his hip cannon.
Well, let's check the handy-dandy list we got here. The top of the post.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
This would be...
Destroy.
Destroy. X2 Toys, destroy. So does that mean there's an X2 Toys...
Vertica's coming? Oh, God.
Oh, God.
No. Oh, my.
He's got a little chest. His shoulders are bigger than his chest.
This might be an upgrade kit for the Combiner Wars mold, and they're just using a Defensor. Because notice the Defensor colors.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're using a Defensor because they didn't have an Onslaught on hand. Because,
Yeah. I was wondering about that. I saw the crotch of the hotspot.
That's a whole new toy, then. He's got different arms and legs and penis.
New toy?
Fuck Justin, right? Just talk, Matt.
I'm sorry.
I have nothing else to say. It's all good, Matt.
So we're saying this is an upgrade kit?
No.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I think it is, yeah.
Okay.
A drastic one, like didn't they do one before for another Combiner Wars? Or that was on the company, but it's X2 Toys, and that's what they do is make upgrade kits. So, I mean,
fair
honestly.
enough. And then they're doing a Prime. Is this a Legends Prime?
Yeah, we've already seen this.
Okay. And then
What? A Legends? It's a Legends Prime?
It's not a Prime. It's not a Legends.
Dude, that fucking... Dude, move on to 21, Robert.
That's MP10, dude.
Move on to 21.
Oh, 21.
Nice.
That Bruticus is pretty clean, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
He's got a bubble on an arm, but he looks pretty nice.
I like this one the best between the two, and I'll probably end up doing it. But I'm not going to be happy about it, because I'm going to have to buy these motherfuckers individually. And, that's going to be a bad... you know how we've talked about spending a good $100 and a bad $100? Well, each one of these limbs is going to be a bad $60, no matter how you slice it, unless you get it all at one time.
Right.
And that's where I'm at with these Zeta combiners.
I think this looks good, but I still I still prefer the overall aesthetic of the Warbitron one.
I want to see.
taste,
I hear
I
you.
guess.
I hear you. But I want to see this. You know, I want to see it in full color.
Mhm.
You know, before I make a declarative statement. But good grief, this looks strong.
You got a Seeker down there too.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that Seeker. That looks like trash.
You look like trash.
Do you think this looks great, Matt?
I don't know. He's got titties and he's got the shoulders are. Yeah, it's just a prototype or whatever. So I don't expect anything really good out of it right now. But I think once
even for a prototype, would you expect a prototype to look like something you would eventually maybe like to get?
yeah, well, you know, if it starts going to get it, I don't care what it is. You know that. But
I hear you, but this looks
shoulders
really bad.
are looking. They got a big gap between the shoulders, which I know they'll probably fix that hopefully. He does got a lot of kibble on the legs though. It looks like a masterpiece. Oh fuck, you might be right, Bobby. He's got a toucan Sam on the face. So.
I'm hoping that this is just a retool of their aerial bot and that they're not dumping a whole bunch of time, energy, and resources into this.
It's weird because it looks so much like the MP mold there. I don't know. It's weird. It's really
I don't
strange.
like the blasters being up that high either, and then they're just hanging off of his shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've never been like that, right? I don't remember a Seeker ever having like that. That's terrible. God damn it, Bobby.
Try to tell you.
Shit. Well, and the legs got a lot of shit going on too.
Well, let me ask you this, Matt. What do you think about these Iron Warriors? Pioneer, brawling, and gear.
The Prime looks like animated, kinda.
Yeah.
I want the Brawl. The Ratchet looks alright too. They look. Yeah, I would get these. All right.
What scale is this? Is this Legends?
Robert, plug in your.
No, that's not Legends. It looks like probably Leader class and looks like Voyager, or they may be both Leader.
So I'm looking at these things and I'm wondering if they even transform. Like it just kind of looks like their action figure takes on these characters.
Yeah, the Prime don't look like they transform. Yeah, you're right. Unless he transforms like he did in animated, just floats his legs back up in the back.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
They may just be model kits or something, or I don't know. It's a new company. I've never heard of Iron Warrior, so I don't know what they're all about.
If it's a model kit, Bobby's in.
Shut up.
Yeah, we're echoing Robert.
That's Prime. That's Prime. That's
Right,
Prime, right?
We got the Prime. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh,
that
Prime,
is.
not animated. I apologize. It's Prime. I'm sorry.
And then Alien Attack. And then this fucking Octane that like all he can do is show up at a TFCon. He can't show up at a fucking retail store.
Is anybody getting this one? Is anybody getting this TF or KFC?
I am.
Anybody else?
We'll see.
Wow.
I'm waiting on reviews on it. This was the one I was kind of holding out for, but I don't know if I'm impressed or not. So.
I know one thing for sure, Matt.
Yes, sir.
He's got wings on his back, 100%.
Exactly.
I mean, you're in on this, but you're giving up on Road Caesar salad. I mean, come on.
I just feel like my collection's going in a different direction, Robert.
A lot of people would have Octane as more of a character they associate with than they do Road Caesar over here.
But that's like he almost doesn't.
No,
even
that's
remind
true.
me of-
No, that's true. That's
like,
true.
Just aesthetically, he's replaceable. So should you buy him?
With this guy?
replaceable?
He is. I'm scared. I'm scared about the potential for something else coming along. I don't know. This character doesn't seem like a character that's going to get a whole lot of love.
He will.
I hope you're right. Let's look at these Stunnicons. They still look a little wild and
God dang, man. Robert, come on now.
And then the Skids and Cliff Jumper.
I'm excited for Skids. I think Skids looks really good.
He's huge though. He's like absolutely enormous.
Or is Cliff Jumper really small?
Well, you know what? That's true. It's X-Trans bots. I was thinking this is the MMC one, which I know is MPB sized. So I suppose, I don't know. It depends on the scale of Cliff Jumper, how big or small.
Yeah, I don't
it is.
know either. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm looking. If I
Go for
flip
it.
back between 29 and 26, those are the Stunicons, and you can see breakdown on the bottom right there in alt mode, and then you can see his back rear end.
Yes.
In the skids picture. So I'm leaning towards him being taller than breakdown in robot mode, which is just too big.
Okay.
We'll see. Could be wrong. It looks great, but I need him to be MP car size, not bigger.
But do you see anybody else doing the skids though?
I see one company doing it.
Who?
Everyone's gonna do
Who's
everything.
doing the skids? Oh, they're
Fans
next
Toys.
to
Fans Toys is doing skids, right?
Yeah.
Are they? Oh, I thought that was a fake picture. Okay.
But I think this cliff jumper looks a little weak.
I agree. Again, this is the having seen the MMC one, which I don't think is necessarily perfect, but like the way this one has the fake chest on the front, or on the fake chest there, and then all the other car crap hanging off the back, like they tried to take a picture or pose it in such a way you can't see it, but like it looks like there's at least like an inch or more of crap hanging off his back from that
I
picture.
agree. And also,
it's
like,
visible.
Dude, I'm not feeling those feet. I like the MMC feet a lot better.
Let me see. I have to compare.
These feet look clunky as fuck. He doesn't have big clunky ass feet.
Mm-hmm.
They look like the Tumblr feet.
Yeah. Like these dude looks like he stepped into like some clown shoes.
Well,
And
he has big feet.
And I don't like how the back window sits that high up off his, like, I don't like, that shit looks very awkward to me.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't like how that entire back sits off the
I don't
back.
like that either. I don't like that either.
Just me.
Yep.
Oh, you meant the front back window.
Yeah.
I don't like how the sled has all the weapons on now.
So I don't really mind the big feet. They don't bother me, I think, as much as it bothers you guys. But I agree with you, Greg. Like the way this like spoiler fake chest like sits above the shoulders, like that just looks really wrong. I don't know. It doesn't look very good.
Could you imagine this guy trying to tiptoe towards somebody? I mean, goddamn, he couldn't, scare anybody. I mean, he could not sneak up on any Decepticon at all.
Just to be fair, Justin, that was Bobby you were agreeing with the back of the spoiler thing.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
But I agreed with you on the backpack.
Yeah, the backpack's awful. And
So we're still friends.
The head looks too small too, for some reason.
Go ahead, Robert.
About the feet, though, Bumblebee has big feet, too.
Not like this, Mac. These are big ass feet. These look like he stepped in 2 urinals.
They are pretty long. They are pretty long.
Bumblebee's got pretty big fucking feet. He's got
Not
doofy
like
ass
this.
giant feet.
They're
It looks
not
like he's
long. They're
walking
not
into
as long
a-
as cliff jumpers.
Bumblebee looks like he stepped
They're
into
not
your
like
tub.
this, dude. They're not like this. They're not.
Perhaps this is Snow Attack Cliff Jumper, and he's got his snowshoes on. He can get through the snow easier.
Oh, is this a
Or
G.I. Joe
Canoe
crossover?
Canoe Attack.
Yeah, Bumblebee.
I don't like that skits, though, I'll tell you that.
Bumblebee has big feet because he's a bug, and he had big feet in the animation. But Cliff Jumper had normal robot feet.
He had like little wedge feet.
Yeah.
Apologist.
I like skids.
Like I like this. The thing I like this. I like that his pelvis area and thighs aren't as skinny as the MMC. But overall, I like the MMC. So my X-Transbot's philosophy is going to remain the same, which is only if there's no other option.
I don't know about, well,
Good.
For me personally, I don't know if that, like, there's some X-Transbox figures that are pretty good. Like 2 of them. Maybe 3 that I wouldn't swap out. But, yeah, I'm with you. I'm not going to buy the X-Transbots one. Like, I'll try the MMC one, but I don't even like the way that one looks.
Yeah, I got some gripes with that too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna have a Cliff Jumper, and that's the one I prefer.
Yeah, there's got to be a Takara one coming at some point.
I would hope so.
You don't want the what is it? Action Toys. Which one did I buy from you, Greg?
Ace.
Ace toy. That's right.
Oh no,
You know like
that's
one?
a great figure.
So fantastic.
If I could still find one at retail. The
And then
markup is so high.
Let's skip over to
Gabrielle.
33 for Gabriel.
Gabrielle.
Mm.
I don't like those wings, buddy.
At least it ain't Wei Zhang.
Yeah.
Fuck that Wei Zhang shit, man. I mean, it's. I don't think. Okay, between the DX9 one and the Fans Toys, the Fans Toys is probably a winner, but I don't think you're losing if you get this either.
I don't necessarily. I agree with you, Matt. I don't necessarily disagree. I guess I should say.
Yeah,
I like both of these.
I agree with that assessment. Like I wouldn't be trading in my Fans Toys one because I prefer the aesthetic of it, but I don't necessarily think that this is terrible.
Right.
Yes, you do.
And then they're doing a Gabriel also. I mean, Guardian.
I'd like to see the transformation of this one.
Me too. And then we got some unique toys. Have we seen this stuff before? It's
garbage.
Legends stuff.
There's a Snapdragon and an ape face. Looks like. There.
I'm excited about that. Like to see them anyway. Like I've really enjoyed their Legends figures overall. And then we have MMC Spring. We've seen that before. Let's see what's next.
So I ain't painted at chest.
The DX9 Montana we see in alt mode only, or whatever it is. Yeah, that looks good. And then the Iron Factory DJD.
Hey, did y'all talk about the DX9K2, the Ancestrod? The hot rod with the turn.
Oh no! We should mention that. The fucking that looks. Awesome.
He's not legend size, Robert. We thought it was gonna be legend.
Not at all.
He's pretty big.
That looks awesome. Like it's not for me, but I think it looks awesome.
Oh, here we go.
Wait, which one?
The hot rod that turns into a lion or something.
Oh
The whole new line stuff. I think GCreation was going to do something like this too, but
Generation toy, I think.
Oh, it's the Generation. I'm sorry. But this it looks all right. Me and Robert were talking about it, and Robert thought it looked like legend size because the box was really small, but he looks Voyager size.
I feel like
I think it's MP.
I feel like they need to rename him.
Ancestro.
Yeah.
Ancestrod.
Ancestrod. It's just too close to Incest Rod, and I don't know. It bothers me.
I think he looks great though.
Yeah, he looks pretty good. I like the line face.
Yeah, I'm totally getting him.
Are you
getting
really?
him. Oh fuck yeah! Hands down.
I'll probably pick him up too.
He looks great. So now let's move on to the Iron Factory DJD.
What number? 36?
It starts at 43.
43, gotcha.
Looks good.
What are your thoughts on them combining?
I think that's unnecessary.
Right?
I was going to say that too. I think they could have sold these individually and without the combine mode, and I think add more paint or something to it. And I think the combine mode was just it's not needed. I don't think so to sell these.
I don't feel like the combine mode is necessary, but at the same time, I think given the size difference of a lot of the DJD people, it kind of gives like a certain amount of like charm to the team, like where you have like the huge bruisers and stuff. So it's like, well, you already got it this far. Like the combine mode, that's picture what is it, 49 here. Like I don't think it looks terrible. It looks like a neat combiner, even though there's no precedence for it. So, and I don't particularly see any one figure that looks like they're really suffering because of the gimmick. So, I'm fine with it.
I wonder why they give you a Tarn and then he turns into Tarn.
I think it's mostly the fact that he's got the big Decepticon logo for a face. So, you know, I think that's the ultimate intention, and not really that it's Tarn turning into Tarn combined.
It's like I was talking to Matt Saturday, I think, in the chat. If they're going to do a made-up combiner, they should have done the Overmega whatever it's from.
Oh yeah.
From that one issue, because they could, with Overlord already being a parts former, like they could have like easily like figured something out between him and Six Shot, and a Megatron, like they could have figured something out to make it work and still have like decent individual figures, I would think. But
I'll tell you, I'm not as turned off to the DJD combining as I am to say the Dinobots combining.
No, definitely, for sure.
Yeah, because the Dinobots are something you grew up with. This character,
it's not that. It's that the Dinobots, what makes them hardcore to me is that they could take on combiners without having to combine.
Mm-hmm. This was out of left field too. I mean, it was just came up and everybody's like, "What the fuck?"
Shit's not even plugged in.
So what about this Jazz?
It's echoing. Oh, there we go.
So this is the Iron Factory one?
Yeah.
So it looks, is it a remold of the Sunstreaker? Kind of looks similar.
I don't know.
Could be.
Here we go. It does look like it. Here we go, remolding.
And then we got the Jazz and the Slipstream. I mean, the Warpath and the Slipstream. Slipstream's head looks big as fuck.
Actually, no. Sorry, I was looking
at... Oh, yeah,
at
that picture, it does right close up to you. It does look cute.
It's her helmet. Jesus.
Dude, her head. What's wrong with her head, Robert? Explain this shit to me. Why is her head so goddamn big?
I don't know. Fuck Shrike's feather. I ain't getting that shit.
I like Warpath. Warpath looks really good.
What were you saying, Justin?
My apologies on Jazz. It's definitely not Sunstreaker. I was looking at the slide version. I didn't know they had a better picture a couple ones down. So it's not Sunstreaker.
Backpedal. Right. And then we got all that recent shit we've been seeing with the Legends, the Cyclonus, and the Stunicons. This is slide 60.
Bobby's not happy about this. You are not happy about this.
I'm not.
Because you gotta get it.
Yeah,
you're gonna get it.
All right, let's fucking wrap this fucking party up.
No. This is going to pop your cherry. I can't wait.
All right, so let's look at.
I gotta get a Bruticus, and I gotta get.
It's all quick shit, Bobby.
All right, cool. Dr. Wu has some fucking swords coming out for MP Megatron.
Fuck Dr. Wu.
Some swords, a reflector, and.
The only thing I can say I really like about Dr. Wu DW-P38 is the fact that the P38 is what Megatron's gun was, and they're accessories for Megatron. So, smart numbering there, but I don't know if any of the accessories are all that necessary.
Is his name Dr. Wu?
It's a toy-inspired sword, reflector camera, and some binoculars. Mm-hmm. So if you're into that, then it's cool. It's probably going to be about $30.
You know,
he's got a little display stage.
You know what surprises me though is in the comments there, someone actually said you should have made the toy gun that came with Megatron too, and that would have been a good idea. I don't know why it's not there.
The good doctor giveth, and the good doctor taketh away, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's got a little display stage.
What? So, is this intended to be anything outside of just a display stage, or I couldn't figure that out?
I think it connects. It looks like it connects with the chain bases.
Like, is the claw designed to be anything more than a claw, or?
I'm guessing it's to if you want your figure in a jumping position or something.
No, I think this is like a repair hanger kind of deal.
Yeah, because I feel like it's not a very elegant approach if that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, it looks like his take on a chain base or something along those lines. Because I think those connectors will work with the chain bases.
I guarantee you that fucking claw is set up so that, obviously it's like a hanger repair, but I guarantee you it's also set up where it can support the weight of a smaller figure and, what I mean?
If that's the case, it's ugly as fuck.
Well, I mean, it's like a multi-purpose. There's nothing wrong with that, I guess. But I just don't give a shit in general. Like, I guess if you have Legends figures, it would be cool. But look how small it is compared to Bumblebee.
Mm-hmm.
It's what are you gonna do with this thing?
Yeah, it seems like kind of a pointless set, if you ask me.
And then we have what is this Alien Attacks version of Optimus Prime?
It's just a color version of what we've already seen.
Copy that. And then we have Perfect Effect Grand Cannon. Like Grand Canyon, but different.
It's just the gun for Fortress Maximus, colored red for Grand Max. They released it today because they said that they have enough pre-orders to put Grand Maximus into production. So yeah, and this is oh, I'm sorry. Well, you read it, and I'll tell you what this is.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say that we've seen this before. This is an actual prototype, and not a render. So it is a thing.
All right.
It is real.
Is Hot Rod, or
is that who it is?
I don't know.
No, it's Leia. It's from Jabba's palace. She's coming to rescue Han Solo.
Is this Hot Rod? I don't fucking know who this is.
No, it's Leia from Han's palace. Coming to rescue.
They did a terrible
Han's palace?
Or Jabba's palace.
Han had a palace?
Shut up, Robert.
Maybe he does in the Solo movie.
No, this is supposed to be Hot Rod.
I only know this is Hot Rod because the name was Hot Fire.
Definitely looks like Hot Rod. Definitely looks like Hot Rod wearing the Red Alert head from.
I heard he spits that Hot Fire.
Oh, I was gonna say I spit fire. God damn it!
I think this is Dust Mite's new mixtape.
Maybe coming out on Cobra La.
Chicken and waffles.
All right, and then we have some Hasbro news. I hope not.
Speaking of Dr. Wu,
Takara Tomy Mall, the last night campaign items.
Yeah, it's 2 new swords for.
All right, trash.
Going back to Dust Mites, just want to shout out that I think his next album should be Salt and Vinegar. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love the hate.
And then we have Statue Life, Imaginarium Art Devastator update. I can't wait to see when this thing is really fucking unveiled.
It's gonna look like a giant fucking giant.
I love Dust Mites.
Me too.
The head sculpt on the statue looks just like a Meg Toys Green Giant.
It also kind of has a GCreation, a Generation Toy vibe, also with the little ladder coming up the chest and all that.
Bunch of fucking knockoffs. I ain't buying this.
I'm not buying it either, but I can't blame
that ladder on his chest.
You're not gonna, Bobby?
No, man, I can't afford shit like this. But like, this shit looks fucking awesome.
That's a joke. You know you can. What's with the donkey punched cannon? What the fuck is that?
Oh, here comes Robert trying to recycle a joke.
What are you talking about? What donkey punch cannon?
With is that Scavenger or Bone Crusher? Who is that? With the fucking donkey punch fist on it?
And by donkey punch fist, you mean just a fist?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. He has a fist hand, Robert.
Well, that looks stupid, and I don't think you should spend your money on that.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused. What's the problem,
Robert is implying that because the robot has a fist, it's dumb.
No, that's like is that the arm? I guess that's just the arm. I thought it was like alt mode with a fucking fist sticking out of it.
It's the arm.
It's a fucking statue, Robert.
It's a statue.
It's a posable statue.
It's fucking retarded, Robert. It's
not.
$1,500 and it doesn't transform, Robert.
It doesn't need to. It's gonna be fucking gorgeous.
No, it won't. That looks like Gravity Builder, first of all.
It does look like Gravity Builder.
Okay, then, and mine transforms.
Yeah, but Gravity Builder, I got a feeling that if you put this next to Gravity Builder, it's going to make Gravity Builder look like a piece of shit.
Really? Because if I put a Gravity Builder in alt mode, and then you try to put this in alt mode...
Yeah, guess what? If you put Gravity Builder in robot mode, it's going to really look like a piece of shit.
If I put Gravity Builder in Donkey Punch mode, he looks better than this.
Fair enough. All right, so we have... We have one.
Oh my god.
We have one. I wanted to bring up one discussion topic, right? I was thinking about this after Joe brought it up to me. If you were to advise someone to collect an IDW line of Transformers, what would you advise them to collect at this point? Somebody comes to you they're like, "Hey man, I'm a huge IDW fan. I heard that third party has a bunch of IDW Transformers. I'm looking to get in. What should I do?" What would you buy?
I would suggest they get it on those Jaina Skullface paper cutout editions, because none of the toys are fucking worth it. You know what I'm talking about? All this Pokemons and stuff. She's good at this shit.
She is.
Like, I would commission a set of those because I don't think any of the toys are worth it. Like, because none of these companies are going to follow through with everything.
Well,
There's
the problem.
So many.
That is the problem, and
That's why I got out.
Is it more worthwhile to point them in the Iron Factory direction now than it would be any of the other directions?
Did he say Legends or just IDW?
Just IDW.
Oh, maybe, but I don't see them doing. I mean, there's 35 bots on the Lost Light alone, not to mention the other comics. Like, I don't know.
Well, if you're gonna do IDW, though, the question is, where would you go? So are you more likely to get them with MMC, or maybe just do Iron Factory, so you're not spending so much money, you're starting out fresh, and they still look nice.
Yeah, I think Iron Factory might be the right choice to make. Like, they're cranking them out. There's a lot to do, of course. I agree with you, Greg, but they're more prolific in getting the characters knocked out than MMC or this new kind of trend of doing the masterpiece scale, which is never going to see the fucking light of day in terms of completing a shelf. Like
the Lost Light of Day.
Like, I feel like that might not be. I feel like that might be the best choice.
Yeah, if you're gonna do one, one of the Legend Scale companies definitely, or just doing Legend Scale in general, I guess, because they're easier to crank out. But I'm, as someone who just recently quit the pipe, so to speak,
right?
I just know that that's a dead end road, and I'm here if you need to talk, JKW.
I'll tell you, I wish, like, if I could go back in time, if I could turn back time, I would just do big bots and Legends. I would.
For all of it?
Yeah, for everything. Yeah, I would have my Giants, my Combiners, and Legends. Mm-hmm. This makes me happy.
Wow.
That and your love.
Do you have any thoughts on that, Justin?
Yeah, I think the exact same thing. I think Iron Factory is the way to go because it's a chance you're going to get the most of them. They aesthetically look good, and since it's IDW, like, the scale between vehicles doesn't matter quite as much. So, that's one thing that I'm kind of, I can't be a complete stickler for it, but, like, it's one of the things I like about MP is kind of that scale between cars.
Right.
And it's just not important for IDW, so... Yeah. Nobody's a legitimate existing vehicle. So.
Right.
I would go with the Iron Factory way. It's cheaper, kinda, I guess, and it looks like they're putting out a lot more than what the MP size is doing. So to get close to the 130, I know they're not going to get that close at all, but I would probably go the Iron Factory way because they're small and you can get a lot of them. So.
Yeah, like, I just don't know. Like, I feel like I don't feel like you need every bot on the Lost Light to have, like, a good Lost Light shelf.
That's true. Yeah.
But, like, I feel like the chances of getting a good, like, that's the one thing that Iron Factory hasn't really tackled yet is the Lost Light stuff. And that's the only thing that would hold me back from doing it. But, like, they're cranking the rest of this shit out.
Yeah. And the other thing I'd add to my answer real quick, if you have, like, one character you're a big fan of, go ahead and get that one in the big sized characters, assuming they make one. Like, other than that, like, just go ahead and get the little ones.
Good.
Sure. Good.
I agree with what you said, Bobby. Like, you don't need to have all of the Lost Light. But, like, the issue I had is the same with the Wreckers. Like, you get that main... excuse me. You get that main core group together. Start looking at the peripheral.
Right.
So you're like, oh, man, Getaway over here would look good. Or,
I agree.
Whatever over here. And then you, like, start adding on. And then you start getting frustrated because you can't, like, balance it out. Yeah. It's like you get your Wreckers, but you don't have the Pyro.
Dude, I know exactly what you... I feel like the only line that you can really go... in on that type of shit is like Star Wars 3 3/4. Like,
oh boy,
man, have you seen that trailer?
No.
Oh, dude, yeah, that trailer that came out like 2 weeks ago. Can we talk about that?
Oh, the last. Oh, yeah, of course. But like I feel like they start, like they're like, look, you get your Han, your Chewie, your fucking Obi-Wan, and your Luke, and now you're gonna get Walrus Face and his fucking buddy with an attitude, and then you're gonna get Greedo, and then before you know it, you got the guy in the back smoking a hookah you never even fucking knew his name.
Oh, I just thought of something. JKW said, I need someone to show me my place in all of this. But which one of us was he talking to?
I think he was just posing the question to the collective.
No, I think he was talking to Snoke.
Maybe. So, then we have our MP collector question, which is, do you think there is any chance that the presence of a healthy third-party scene has taken the pressure off Takara to complete a G1 Masterpiece lineup? I asked because it felt like we were getting a surge in G1-inspired MP releases from Takara for a few years in a row, but we only have Sunstreaker confirmed for a future release. I realize a big factor must be the Beast Wars and Bayverse-inspired MP figures taking up bandwidth, but part of me wonders if third-party has played a role in the slowdown of G1-inspired releases. I'd love to hear the SCU guys' take on this one. I think that's I doubt they're giving them that much credit, but I think there is I think that Takara could. I think that it's possible that Takara could be saying, "Look, we don't need to make a Power Glide. DX9 made one. We don't need to make a Power Glide and sell 1,000 units. Let's go ahead and make a Cheetor and sell 3,000 units.
Cheetor.
20,000 units.
Or whatever.
Man.
Or whatever.
Or 5.
I think they're just looking at what
That's true.
will sell the most. I don't think they have to worry at all about who. I mean, any company, including Bobby's sponsor, they don't give a fuck. They if they wanted to, they'd come out with an Omega Supreme, but they can make more money selling an MPM Prime and MPMB. So they're just following the money. That's all, I think.
I tend to agree with Robert here.
Holy shit.
Well, the thing...
I
know. Stick with me here, Robert. But the thing is that, a lot of these things, especially Beast Wars, you don't need to go ahead and pay to license Cheetah. It's just not going to happen. But every G1 alt mode needs to be licensed by their appropriate companies. Even Power Glide. I'm sure you would need to go and get whoever makes the Warthog jet is going to need to kind of have some kind of sign off on it and say it's okay to make a toy of it anymore. So
you think so?
I do think so.
I mean, how old is that? That's what,
1942.
The Warthog is from what, the 60s? No, the 50s?
No, I don't think so.
That's 65, 67 years old. Do you think they would still have a? No.
It's from the 1977 is when it came out. And I do believe that it's still somebody probably owns General. Is it GE? Who owns it? I don't know. I'm not sure who owns it, but I'm sure there is some kind of legal tie-up with it. I mean, if you need to go ahead and license out a Volkswagen Beetle, then you need to probably license a jet.
Right. Well, I mean, you still have Volkswagen Beetles pumping out nowadays, so I assume that somehow refreshes their rights, even though it's an old design that Bumblebee's designed after. No?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's going to play a factor.
Interesting. Now, Justin, do you have any, knowledge as to how much such a license would cost?
No. It's not my side of the dealings in the trademarking. So I only do the patent stuff.
I did hear something interesting recently. I mean, it's not really licensed in the same regard, but I would imagine it's in the ballpark. In order to start selling, to be a Hot Toys distributor, you have to pay $10,000 just to be Hot Toys.
Just to what?
Well, you didn't hear me because you were fucking talking shit. But
that was Greg.
Oh, okay.
That was me, Bobby.
My bad. So you have to pay $10,000 straight away just to be able to say that.
Okay, but that's nothing. 10 grand.
I mean, it's okay. It's not nothing.
That's a drop in the bucket for one of these companies. For Takara, if they want to.
Bobby got a serious face.
Well, here's the thing: is if it's nothing, give me $10,000. You know what I mean? So like it's something.
You know he's gonna PayPal you, Bobby.
Yeah. And like we're not talking about the license to a franchise that's been super successful. We're talking about just to say that you are a licensed toy dealer of this particular company.
That's pretty low, if you ask me, because the power
I doubt there's anything comparable.
No, I mean, just to say, okay, I'm an official Hot Toys company or whatever. 10 grand? What is that? How many toys is that? You got to sell to make that up.
I'll get my calculator out, Robert.
No, 5 times 10, right? Hot Toys is what? 200 bucks?
230.
Okay, so let's say 200, whatever. 200 a toy times 5 is 1,000. So
3.5.
50 toys. 50 toys, and you're in as an official distributor or official designer or whatever it is.
Right, but that's before you've sold those toys. Like it's $10,000 that you got to have up front. Like and what I'm saying is that Hot Toys is nowhere near a big a brand as Transformers.
Right.
You know, so like and in Transformers is nowhere as big a brand as fucking Volkswagen.
So let's say it's right. Actually, I don't know though. If you consider how much money the whole Transformers franchise makes in a year, they might be bigger than Volkswagen.
I doubt that.
Yeah, I would doubt that.
$750 million.
I would doubt that. I don't know, but I don't have the numbers in front of me. But I would find it surprising.
Where do you get that number, Robert? $750 million.
From
the whole movie franchise and everything.
Do you
Maybe
get
it wasn't
that from
the last movie, the movie before that.
Hasbro or Takara or Paramount Pictures?
I got it from you.
Where does that come from?
No. The last movie, Age of Extinction. Didn't Age of Extinction net like just the movie alone like $750 million?
Okay.
No,
that's my answer.
Yeah, I believe so. We talked about it.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of money. So like let's say it's $100 grand to buy in.
That's just going to yeah. Okay.
I mean, to buy into the franchise is $100 grand, and you're in on this almost $1 billion, brand name. That's pretty low in terms of business. That's like
know, man.
For you, Bobby.
Yeah, whatever, man. I don't know. I don't. There's no other company that does it.
Skullface doesn't.
Yeah, maybe.
And you said it was how much, Robert?
I thought AOE did like $750 million, if I recall.
It did $245 million.
No, domestically.
Lifetime gross.
I don't know.
Lifetime gross, Robert. $245 million.
That's
what about
close.
the entirety of the franchise, though? Say for 2016.
I don't know. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull that up.
Yeah, why don't you pull it up there?
I'm gonna try. I'll do it all. I'll do 2016.
So my answer to this question, just while we're doing math and research or whatever, is Hasbro is a publicly traded company. Takara is also a publicly traded company. So I think what they produce across all their lines is going to be what is in the shareholders' best interest. So what's selling well and what's generating revenue is their focus. And I don't think it has anything to do with third party. In fact, I'm sure it has nothing to do with third party. And I think thinking that like they're doing something like because of the fandom. I mean, granted, we are buying their toys, but like there's so much more that goes into it that people don't even think about. Like a third party company would cater more to fans than a company like Takara or Hasbro. So yeah, I don't think it has shit to do with what third party's doing. I just think it has to do with what they are told they can do with the funds that are available to them. And if that involves making Beast Wars or making like whatever they think can make some money, like that's what they're gonna do. You know, like that's it. Like they're not fucking Dr. Chili Chonga toys who can just make like a sword and
Where's
sell
that
it.
out of?
Wyoming.
Okay. Yeah, I think to add on, Takara don't give a shit about third party. I mean, you can look at when Takara releases something. I mean, when they showed just pictures of Sunstreaker, you saw how many people fucking gave up Backcube already. I mean, I just don't think they give a shit.
I agree that they don't give a shit, but I'm asking like if as a company, as a corporation, right? Definitely not. But if you were on, let's say, on the ground floor, right, and you were like, man, I know people really want a cliff jumper. I really want to give people a cliff jumper. Would you be like, hey, well, at least I don't have to fucking sweat a cliff jumper. We got 2 third-party companies making a cliff jumper, and I can just follow my orders and be a good little soldier and make this movie Ironhide masterpiece.
Well, I think that most people see where. Go ahead.
No, I'm just confused. So, are we off of the MP collector question?
No, this is in line.
Oh, because you said I asked, so I didn't know if you
Greg asked.
Asked a different thing. I'm sorry. All right, cool. I'm good.
Okay, let me just really quick to put in there. Let me just put the tip in, Bobby. I think we're coming from a certain perspective. We're actually a niche, right? So we all want a cliff jumper. The majority of the people who buy Transformers, I think, would rather an MPMB. More people would buy that than an MP cliff jumper.
Robert, just so you know, Volkswagen blows Hasbro Transformers license out of the water every year with a net revenue of around $21 billion a year.
Wow, look at that. I am humbled at your research prowess.
Do you think that also that comes into to the picture is that Takara and Hasbro Transformers are not their number one priority, and they're not really putting a lot of resources? I mean, you can tell by some of that they're not putting a lot of money into the resource anyway, so that's why they don't care to make a Sea Spray or a Power Glide or something. Not really because of third party, just
I think definitely at a corporate level.
Well, speaking of which, right, like Bobby just said, $21 billion company, right?
I'm taking that on average.
Whatever. It's still like $20 billion.
They did
right?
$217 billion over the past 10 years. So I divided that by 10.
That's nuts, right? That's so much money. So, and their name is everything, right? You want to tack your shit with their name. That's a big buy-in, right? So it's probably a lot more than $100,000 to do a Volkswagen. I mean, it's probably a lot of money to risk their value.
How much of that is factored into waiting for the KO?
10%.
I hate that. It's
maybe 5%.
Everyone's just like, I wish they would KO this soon. I hope they KO this. Meh.
Do you think that when people do you think that people, when they say that, they really care that that it might be hurting the brand? I'm not saying it's killing the brand.
No, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. They're fucking parasites. They don't give a shit. They got moths in their wallets. All of them. That's all.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna post something in the chat, but you can't say anything about it.
So real quick, I want to throw out there that I couldn't find exactly how much it costs, but there is licensing fees associated with various military type things.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of your companies that make model kits pay them. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Sure.
No one cares, Justin.
I know.
I care.
I care. Shame on you, Gregory.
Anyway, good little discussion. We've been going now for 2.5 hours. Do we want to try to do one more?
Yes.
All right.
Anything to talk to you longer, Bobby?
Paul C., do you still have a Grail piece, or can you pretty much just buy what you want?
Bobby doesn't buy anything anymore.
That's so true.
Dude, that was a comment in a video recently. Somebody was like, so would you say you have buyer's remorse regarding Cup? And I was like, no, because I literally don't.
Buy it.
But Yeah, and then somebody was like, of course he can't have buyer's remorse. He can't have buyer's remorse because he didn't buy it. Like, dude, I was like, well, then I was like, ask 215.
Touché.
I said, ask 215 for my receipt. I bet you won't.
So why was Adam Barack Obama for Halloween?
He wasn't. He was Archer.
You sure?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's Archer.
Was he just going with that?
He's just going with that. I had a good one. Also, I'm going to check out this photo that Greg sent.
Am I going to get props, Bobby?
What is
that? Answer that question.
Yeah.
I guess
Bobby's
costume.
This isn't the one though, is it, Greg?
No, it could be. I don't have no idea.
Okay.
But this is the current champion that's going through the groups.
Nice. Yeah. Somebody commented on a video today and said, "Stupid reviewer." He said, "You should review My Little Pony because obviously COZ, obviously Transformers is not suitable for you." And I said, "Well, for what it's worth, I think you're a pretty good commenter."
You're so nice.
I am heart of gold, man. All right, so do you guys have any Grail pieces, Robert?
That I want?
Yeah. That kind of goes into the Grail.
No, I mean if I want it, I'll get it. I'll click buy. So no, there's no, not at all.
Justin?
No, I don't think I have any Grail pieces left. I think I grabbed the ones that I'm looking for. I guess there's like certain G1, like I'd love to have like an actual G1 Overlord and stuff like that. So I mean, I guess there's still kind of Grail pieces to be had, but nothing that I'm really actively looking for.
Greg?
I don't have any Grail pieces. No, definitely not. Yeah, no, I'm good. There's something that I missed out on that I want now, so I'm good.
Matt?
I would like a G1 Mint and Seals box Starscream.
Yeah. I would like a G. I have a lot of Grails, but like I don't think about them because I'll obsess over them. But like
Metaphor.
I would love a G1 box Stunnicon set. I would love.
Not Italian.
What'd you say? Not Italian. Yeah. I got offered the Italian set for like $60.
Racist.
I would love I would love like that fucking Soundwave statue with the tapes, like that type of shit. Like I would love that. I would love a lot of that quarter scale statue stuff. Like this sideshow fucking Evil Lyn statue, I would fucking is like a Grail for me. The Darth Talon sideshow statue or Gentle Giant statue is a Grail for me. Like I have a lot of Grails, but they're just it's so ridiculous. Like it's so outside my means to kind of tackle.
Bobby's got Grails like I got Facebook chats. It's just
plenty.
Yeah.
You know what's a modern Grail, Greg? I would say is that Constructor filler set. The head, thighs, abs, because apparently they're sold out.
I have those.
Yeah, a lot of people want them.
Yeah.
I want a Galaxy 4 Starscream too. Anybody wants to hook me up on that one? Anyways.
Make toys?
Galaxy Force. Cybertron, Japanese Cybertron.
Let me see. Man, we got a lot of questions. God damn.
Yeah, that's one I asked on Facebook.
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby, what's your favorite album?
9 Inch Nails, The Fragile.
Mine's Positive K. I got a man.
Not what's the guy that did Hans?
Yeah, let's do that one. So so Robert, what's your favorite album?
I don't have a favorite album.
Oh God, Justin, what's your favorite album?
Give me a second. Let me think about it for a minute.
Greg, what's your favorite album?
Oh my God. For personal reasons, I'd say Jawbreaker 24-Hour Revenge Therapy is my favorite album. But practically, I'd say There's a lot of shit that goes into this question. Like, there's a lot of fucking shit.
Yeah.
Practically, I'd say Fugazi. Fuck, what was their last album called?
Spaghetti Incident?
No, stop. Shut up. Yes, the Spaghetti Incident. Now, what's the one that had Don't Waterfalls?
TLC.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
That's a good one.
No, all right, I'll give you something. A Master.
Did you just have to look up Master of Puppets? You fucking.
Dealing with a screaming kid, and so, but Master of Puppets. But I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's up there, so I'll say Master of Puppets. I like driving in my car and listening to that. Oh no! More so than that, the Mortal Kombat fucking soundtrack.
You're a moron.
The techno soundtrack or the movie soundtrack?
Fuck yeah, that was like the first Jungle I ever heard was Lost Soul Bent on Revenge. I loved it.
Jungle. The Argument is the Fugazi album that I was gonna say.
Matt, your favorite album?
God, there's so many. It's a tie between either Poison's Open Up Say I or Flesh and Blood.
All right. And Justin, coming back to you.
Yeah, so I was doing some thinking about it, and one album I always tend to come back to is the Smashing Pumpkins' Melancholy and Infinite Sadness. I think it's a great album.
Oh, I have something for you. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, a dick pic.
And do you...
It is a dick pic, actually.
The other half of his question is... wait, where's the question? What are your favorite non-Transformer items in your collections? Robert, your Gundam trash bag collection?
No, I got some fly Gundam, man. I got some fat fucking good Gundam. I would say my Neo Zeon with the screaming child.
Yeah, I'm less interested in your answer. Just mute.
Yeah, Zelia, say dumbass. All right, go outside, kids. I'm trying to answer a question.
They don't give a fuck.
No, yeah, I would say my Neo Zeong or my my Perfect Zeong. That's what I meant. Yeah, he's fucking 70s. He's gaudy, simple, and beautiful, and he took like 2 weeks to build. So yeah, Gundam. Like some of my Gundam. But yeah, I got some good Gundam.
Greg?
Say dumbass.
What's the question again?
I
couldn't hear over
Robert's bad parenting. It's your favorite non-TF items in your collection.
What the fuck is
What the fuck? Somebody call Child Protective Services on Robert.
Jeez. I've already called DHS.
DHS. Are we done?
Do you have a favorite non-TF?
No, I mean, are we done with the show? Can we just be done?
No. We gotta finish.
All right, fine. I guess my figure arts and my Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on anymore. All I know is Robert's kids are like, booty poots.
All right, Greg. Now, say, Greg, you're a dumbass.
You're a dumbass.
Justin,
Robert, you're cancer.
Okay, so I think probably my favorite things I have outside of Transformers, I don't know. I have like all the Matty Collector Ghostbusters replica stuff, so I'm gonna give it to that.
Nice. Matt?
Oh, I forgot the name. Back to the favorite album. Purple Rain is one of my favorite too. Favorite non-trans. Damn right. Darling Nikki. Favorite non. I don't have very. Only thing I got left now is mask stuff, so I guess it would be my mask collection. So.
Gotcha. Mine would be my Biker Scout. That's says Gentle Giant, I think, statue where he's like leaning up against the bike.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
And the bike is suspended. And I'll tell you what, that Gen Hot Toys is definitely climbing up there. And of course all my Jaina stuff. That stuff just means something to me. And we'll stop at this from Jason S. We'll answer one more question before we get out of here, and that is from
Bobby. I was actually let down because you said Biker Scout, and I heard Biker Mice, and I expected you to say from Mars.
I did too.
No.
I'm with you, Greg.
And the last question before we get out of here is from Danny Q. He said, here's a question. I love SC. Do you love me? The answer is yes. And let's get the fuck out of here.
Good night, folks.
This is a free place, free from safety.
Shardouts to Cool Table Network, ROC, Edges Around, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Vultures, Nerd Rage Radio, 8 Weeks.
And my personal favorite, the well-established Gentleman's Show, Stasis Lock.
At Real Robot, at Fear Corpse. I am Ratchet. Third Party TFEVO and Open Your Toys podcast.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. Its sole purpose is entertainment. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now.
Shut the fuck